In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NHL games happening on March 31st, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 2 betting picks a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Pittsburgh Penguins versus Minnesota Wild. The Pittsburgh Penguins face the Minnesota Wild in a matchup between two of the best teams in the NHL. The Penguins are 40-18-10 on the season, while the Wild are 41-20-4 and have a 7-game winning streak. The Penguins look to improve from 5th place in the Eastern Conference playoff picture, while the Wild look to remain in 3rd place in the Western Conference, and the upcoming game should be a great one as a result. The Minnesota Wild are averaging 3.6 goals per game and are scoring on 20.5% of their power play opportunities. Defensively, the Minnesota Wild are allowing 3.1 goals per game and are killing 76.2% of their opponent's power plays. The Pittsburgh Penguins are averaging 3.3 goals per game and are scoring on 22.2% of their power play opportunities. Defensively, the Pittsburgh Penguins are allowing 2.6 goals per game and are killing 85.8% of their opponent's power plays. The Penguins are 16-7 in their last 23 road games and 15-7 in their last 22 Thursday games. The Wild are 44-14 in their last 58 home games and 7-0 in their last 7 overall. The under is 8-2-1 in Penguins' last 11 road games. The under is 6-0-1 in Wild last 7 overall. The Penguins are 5-1 in the last 6 meetings. Minnesota has been on fire lately, winning 7 straight games. They rank 4th in goals per game and 11th in shots per game. Kirill Kaprizov leads the team with 82 points, and he is top 10 in points in the league. Matt Zuccarello has 1 point or more in 7 out of the last 10 games. Pittsburgh has been struggling lately, losing 3 out of their last 4 games, and they will take on a Minnesota team that is 24-7-1 at home this season. The Penguins are playing on the road in this game, and that will definitely not help the Penguins in winning a game. The Wild, who are a great team, are playing at home and have played good at home this year, and in most seasons have been a strong opponent. The Minnesota Wild are not only tearing the cover off the puck these last couple of weeks, but they're at home with a very cheap price. The Wild won the only matchup this season against the Penguins, and with home ice advantage, Minnesota had the clear edge. The Wild should be able to contain the offense from Pittsburgh in this game and secure the win rather easily, as the Wild offense has been very difficult to stop on the season. So the Minnesota Wild money line is our full game side pick. Both teams have been led by great offenses that look to step up and find the back of the net throughout the game. The Penguins, who have scored 13 goals in the last 2 games, should create plenty of scoring chances with Jake Guentzel, Sidney Crosby, and the rest of the forward unit carrying the puck into the offensive zone and finding open shots with great passes near the net. The Wild, who average 3.63 goals per game, should run up the score with Kirill Kaprizov, Ryan Hartman, Kevin Fiala, and the rest of the forward unit crashing the net on the odd man rush and establishing a strong offensive zone presence, while Jared Spurgeon and Matthew Dumba pick apart the Penguins' defense from the point. Both teams have been superb on offense. The Penguins rank 9th in goals per game and 7th in shots per game. Sidney Crosby leads the team with 70 points. Crosby has recorded 1 point or more in 8 out of his last 10 games. Jake Guentzel has 65 points. Minnesota ranks 4th in goals per game and 11th in shots per game. Kirill Kaprizov leads the team with 82 points, and he is top 10 in points in the league. Matt Zuccarello has 1 point or more in 7 out of the last 10 games, with both teams ranking top 10 in goals per game. This will be a high-scoring game with both offenses stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. San Jose Sharks versus Colorado Avalanche. The San Jose Sharks face the Colorado Avalanche, with both teams heading in opposite directions this season. The Sharks have a 29-29-8 record and are in 6th place in the Pacific Division, while the Avalanche have a 47-14-6 record and boast the best record in the NHL. The Sharks look to rebound in the Pacific Division and end the season on a high note, while the Avalanche hope to win the President's Trophy, and the upcoming game should be a good one as a result. The Colorado Avalanche are averaging 3.8 goals per game and are scoring on 24.9% of their power play opportunities. Defensively, the Colorado Avalanche are allowing 2.8 goals per game and are killing 78.4% of their opponents' power plays. The San Jose Sharks are averaging 2.6 goals per game and are scoring on 18.6% of their power play opportunities. Defensively, the San Jose Sharks are allowing 3.1 goals per game and are killing 84.4% of their opponents' power plays. The Sharks are 2-8 in their last 10 road games and 7-15 in their last 22 overall. The Avalanche are 46-9 in their last 55 home games and 43-14 in their last 57 overall. The over is 3-1 in Sharks' last 5 overall. The under is 4-1 in Avalanche last 5 overall. The Sharks are 0-8 in the last 8 meetings in Colorado and 1-6 in the last 7 meetings. On the season, the Colorado Avalanche have a per-game scoring differential of 1.04 goals per game. When playing at home, the team is winning games by an average margin of 0.56 goals. Heading into their game with the San Jose Sharks, the Avalanche have a 3-2 record over their past 5 contests. In these games, they have scored 14 goals, accounting for 54% of the overall scoring. Over this stretch, the team has managed to play above .500 hockey, despite scoring more than their average of 2.75 goals per game. 4 times. The San Jose Sharks have been shaky over the last week, and them being on the end of a back-to-back doesn't help them here. The Colorado Avalanche have been the best team in the league all year, and they're an unstoppable force on their home ice. With the rest advantage, there's no reason to go against the Avalanche here. The Colorado offense will overwhelm San Jose for the full 60 minutes. Colorado is one of the best teams in the NHL and will look to continue to roll Thursday night against a mediocre San Jose team. So the Colorado Avalanche to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Coming into this game, the Sharks have an over-under record of 26-38-1. When playing on the road, the over is hitting less than half the time, going 12-19. In the season, 42% of San Jose's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 45% of the scoring coming from the Sharks. In Colorado's 67 games, the over has hit in over half of their games, going 37-28-2. So far, taking the over when the Avalanche are playing at home has been a good bet with an over-under record of 18-14-1. On the season, 61% of Colorado's games have gone for at least 6 goals or more, with 57% of the scoring coming from the Avalanche. While they are a very deep team, it certainly doesn't help that Colorado just lost Nathan MacKinnon in addition to the already sidelined Gabriel Landeskog. The Avalanche are in plenty good hands with Nazem Kadri, Mikko Rantanen, and Cal Makar picking up the slack. But generating offense won't come quite as easy. San Jose scores the 5th least goals per game in the NHL, and Colorado has stepped up the goal prevention, which is now 8th in the NHL. Look for this game to fall below the posted betting line, as San Jose will struggle to find the net, leading to a low-scoring contest. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.